Welcome back to the Mass Music Morning Show. That was the Morning Mix with DJ Crisscross. Now I'm joined by DJ FAMOUSHAMUS.
Hello, hello.
And Jake, Mr. Dr. J Liberty.
Good to be back.
Now, fellas, I had an idea this morning.
Oh yeah, what was that idea?
Well, I was in the shower thinking, and I remember this vague memory of Jake telling me about the one time he invented his own alphabet.
Really?
Yeah, it was
True.
absolutely epic, right? So it sparked the idea, what is the greatest invention of all time?
Invention.
That's a good one. Time.
That's a good one.
Aside from my alphabet.
I was gonna say the alphabetical one is definitely incredible. You know, I had a lot of different thoughts. I know we had two sides of this discussion too, where we were thinking, you know, our personal favorites, and then, you know, a real world, real use invention. You know what I mean? If I'm going that route, I'm gonna shock you guys. I'm going biogas generator. Now,
what?
No one here knows what that is.
A biogas generator.
When I was when I was a freshman in high school, I made a biogas generator.
You invented this?
I didn't invent it, but like I made one, and so, you know, whoever did invent it, I feel like I'm sort of connected with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with this one. Basically, you take mad compost, put it into some chambers. Some processes happen, and electricity is produced at the end of it. So you take your waste and you can produce energy using said waste.
You throw shit in a chamber and it turns into
essentially
sparks.
Exactly.
Transform grass clippings, food waste, and livestock manure.
Yeah, and we mostly did like.
And why are you sitting in this room? You invented this?
I didn't invent it, but I made one, and I went to this regional science fair.
So you're telling me you can throw grass clippings in a box and turn it into electricity?
Yeah, simply put, yes.
Wow.
Isn't
that
that
is a
incredible?
cool invention. Didn't even know it existed, and I still kind of don't believe it at all.
It's,
They're
dude,
right here.
I'll show you the science afterwards, you know what I mean? But that's a boring ass answer, and I didn't really want to, you know what I mean? I just figured I'd get it out the way. If we're going number one invention of all time, it's easy, there's no discussion, it's the grav bong. The gravity bong to others. The grav bong is an amazing invention. First off, it's economically feasible. You use very little bit of weed and you get it extraordinarily high.
Yeah.
And that's the whole fucking point of the grav bong. To those who don't know, you take a 2-liter and then you cut that in half and you fill it with water. And then you take another bottle, put it inside, you put some weed on the top of the cap with a little bowl, rise it up, smoke it, you know, do your thing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I love that.
Have you've ripped the grav bong a couple of times?
I've actually never smoked weed in my life, so.
Oh yeah, let's.
If anybody
we don't
listening,
do
you know
that
what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I'm the only one.
grab bong definitely. I think just bongs in general are probably revolutionary.
But the grav bong in particular, there was some cracked out dude on weed that was like, how can I get high off of like 0.05?
Well, with the forces of the universe.
Yeah,
True.
with the forces,
Trust in the
using
force.
gravity. Using gravity.
Trust in the force.
You gotta love it.
Wow. Shout out Star Wars, you know. So, final answer, I'm going grav bong. Shout out to the grav bong. It's been there for me in my lowest points in life.
The grav bong's good too, is because it's creative. You don't have
is.
to just stick with one way. It's not already set. You can drill a hole in like a wine bottle or something and put it in like a big cheese bucket.
Yeah.
A lot of creativity.
That's the thing.
What?
Dude, that's the thing. I've seen
That's what
it
we
with
had, so it's just what came to mind.
with like the
Cheese
huge
bucket?
It said extra baked cheese balls, and it was like, you know, a big
Oh.
bucket.
Yeah.
And then we had a wine bottle that we drilled a hole in, and then with that we'd put that, fill it up with water, and then we put the top.
Dude, and I saw a fucking grav bong made with you know those like office water containers things?
Yes.
Yeah, one of those like cut in half, like the dude like put one of those in there.
That's
telling you.
I'd be out of commission for a week.
That's what I'm saying. It's instantaneous. It's like if you wanted to take a dab with just using weed, the grav bong is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'll gross you out real quick. In college, every time you move into the dorm, you get a little blue recycling bin and a little black trash bin.
Yep.
And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people ripping gravs out of the little black trash bin.
I've been that person.
I was that guy. I don't want to say it, Seamus.
You can't expose yourself
I've
on that
done
one.
it many a time. It's fucking lit. So
I've hit
grav
it, but I
bong.
didn't have it. But yeah, that's
It's a good one.
It's bold. I feel like early on in the year you can get away with it, but like later in the
Definitely.
year you can't just be like, oh, desperate need of one. It's,
Yeah, it's like a first couple weekends type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Sometimes you're just like, you know, hashtag real geekers out there. They know they're trying
my
to get
goodness.
maximize the fucking weed.
college was pretty.
And I'm
desperate
sorry
times,
for
but-
taking the best invention so early on in the discussion. I don't know if you guys are
Back
gonna be
to
able
it, back to it.
don't know if you'll be able to fucking overcome this, you know.
Jake, what do you think is the greatest invention of all time?
I was sitting here thinking, first comes to mind like the internet, the wheel, but I said no. Like, what is the greatest invention? And it's the sandwich.
Ooh,
It's
a good ass.
And I'm looking up the history of it, and it says the guy ordered it because he was sitting gambling at a card table and asked the chef to whip him up something that he didn't have to leave his seat for. Think about how many times you've just grabbed a sandwich on the go. Like, I would be dead if I didn't have a sandwich.
Yeah, I've eaten
No
a
doubt.
sandwich in probably every setting imaginable too.
Every setting, you can't go wrong. Like,
Here's the thing.
top of the Eiffel Tower,
Yeah.
sandwich.
The only place it's hard to eat a sandwich is when you're driving.
Not even. I'm
One hand.
one hand on the wheel, one hand on the
Depends on the sandwich.
Just-
I
I'm
guess.
yeah,
saying.
it depends on the sandwich too. You can't have like a meatball sub drive.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking of like a sandwich. It also depends on the bread too. If you
Also-
have
Yeah.
cheese hold it together.
Well, this
That's
begs the
why it's
question,
such
what
a
is
good
sandwich,
invention,
too?
Mike.
Like, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, that's
you know what I mean?
question.
Like, I feel like there's
It is an
versatility.
question. I was hoping nobody would ask it.
Yeah, this is like-
I don't know.
It's a tough question, but that begs, you know what I mean? The importance of the sandwich itself is the fact that there's so many differences you can have. You can make a million different sandwiches, you know what I mean, of all different shades
Yeah.
and
That's why
varieties.
it's such a good invention. Like,
and
there's
every
just-
culture has a sandwich.
Every
single
culture has a specific sandwich. Like, it's just incredible. Dates back to who knows when. Meat and bread between each other. Let's talk hot dog real quick because I need to get this out of my mind before I
Yeah.
just go crazy. They say a hot dog is not a sandwich because it's in a bun. But what if I split that bun and put
That's
it on
what I
top
mean.
like a long sandwich?
Yeah.
Does the
Is it
sandwich
now
just
it's
come with
meat?
the division of the bread? The bread can't be connected?
I really think it depends on your definition.
No,
of
because think
sandwich
about
and-
like a hoagie kind of sandwich. The
See,
bottom
exactly.
is still connected.
First thing here, story of the sandwich. It's just a long, what seems to be
Like a submarine
10
type
inches,
of joint.
I'd say.
That's
Not a Subway foot long for sure. It looks delicious.
I was going to say.
Turkey, onion, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise
Ooh.
on Asiago bread.
Asiago. Shout out Asiago.
Now we're talking.
What's your guys' favorite sandwich of all time, real quick? Mine's
Wow.
the Cuban, or the medianoche. It's a Cuban sandwich.
I thought you were gonna say it's the knuckle sandwich.
The knuckle supper is actually my favorite
Knuckle
meal.
supper.
But no, the Cuban sandwich by far, that's the best one.
Let's see. My favorite sandwich, man. I want to
good
go with
fucking
just regular. You guys are gonna talk trash.
I was gonna say,
Peanut butter and jelly.
oh, boo!
I can make a PB
Oh,
and J
boo.
in
We
a
ha-
minute flat.
We
maybe
had this
less.
discussion. The most overrated food of all time is the PB and J.
Listen,
PB and fluff.
Yeah.
Or a triple decker.
Oh, you're going nuts.
Triple decker. Still under the sandwich. Let me tell you, this is something I invented on record. It's waiting to be trademarked. The triple decker. So 3 slices of bread, peanut butter and jelly on one, put it together. That peanut butter, other peanut butter on the other side, and then fluff, and then you eat it all together.
Wow.
It has to be double peanut butter, because if it's double fluff, it's too sticky.
What if-
if it's jelly, it just gets
What if
all
you go
moist and
nuts,
shit.
dude, and put Nutella on the other side?
See, I'm not a sweet.
A quadruple decker.
Now we're
That's-
talking.
That'd be fucking
Now
crazy.
we are talking.
I don't know. I've never been a big Nutella guy, but Nutella
Not too much.
guy.
Not too much. Just
Just a little bit.
a little of it.
Shout out
Do
sandwiches.
you ever have
though.
a Vegemite? I don't know
No,
if you'd
it
ever had
sounds like a
Vegemite.
chemical.
It's an Australian jelly, but it's the worst thing I've ever tasted. They literally say it's good if you just dab it on and put a bunch of butter. I'm like, why is that even eating
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
You put a lot on, it's the worst thing ever.
Really?
Ugh.
Terrible. Terrible.
That's crazy. Shout out to the sandwiches though. That's an
out to the
amazing.
Sandwich
Sandwiches,
is
That's
a great
that's
answer.
sure,
an
dude.
amazing answer to that question.
Oh, wow.
Shlomo, what are you thinking?
Here's the thing. When I pose the question, what is the greatest invention of all time?
I know you've been thinking about this for a long time.
All time.
All time.
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 Literally time
Get outta
itself.
here.
Time.
Time
Get
itself.
out of here.
Someone invented time.
Someone did.
Yo, and mind you, I was in the shower just like
Someone
in the
did.
Matrix thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I think that time is the greatest invention. Because before then, what the hell were people doing? Like, yo, meet me at some point, during this day on Wednesday. The days didn't even exist. It was just, yo, you had no
Just
idea,
time.
bro.
Wow.
Time. Mind blower.
Some
But-
guy was just saying, I'm going to start tracking the sun.
Yeah, basically.
Doesn't
In
even
the
get
same
credit.
breath, I think that time's the worst invention of all time. I hate time. I'm always late.
You're late as hell. We were talking about that last night.
I hate time.
I was talking to my mom about like back in the day. I was like, oh, when did you move to Quincy? She's like 1986. So I'm like, oh, what was Quincy like in 86? And then I started thinking, before cell phones and stuff like that, like if I was like, yo, Jake, meet me at the Fours for drinks on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Like, you can't be late. Because then Jake's sitting there like a schmo. Like, there's no texting him like, bro, I'm running a little late. It's like, you really needed to be on time. We're thinking like Seamus would be screwed if it was like back in the day.
No, I wouldn't. The thing is, I always think about it like this. I remember I was stoned and I was sort of just chill. I think it was chill with you. And you brought up the good thing of saying, oh, Scooby, every day he wakes up and he doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't fucking know what time. He just fucking wakes up. How sick for like your mental health would that be? Just woke up and like didn't give a fuck about the time. Oh, I have to be in Quincy Center in 15 minutes. Fuck that. There is no 15 minutes because it doesn't exist. You can be there when the sun's up.
Get there when you get there.
One man's
laissez-faire.
Exactly. It'll be like, oh, meet me in Quincy Center when the sun's at its highest point. Word, that's perfect for a guy like me because your highest point in the sun is different from my highest point.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah, but then that's a lot of miscommunication.
A
lot of missed appointments over there.
I like a little miscommunication.
Well, sort of related. Have you guys seen Peaky Blinders?
Yes.
So bit. I think about that often because like they didn't have clock, they didn't have anything. Like how many times did Tommy Shelby be like, meet me tomorrow 4 o'clock at the church? And like you can't be late. Like you gotta meet him,
right? Or else you're dead.
You're dead. Like it's just like back then. Like you just have to just show up. You just have to be there.
Yeah, be there early
or not be there.
I feel like if anything, it would train me to be earlier than I normally would be. Because I'd be like, oh, if I have to be there by 4, I don't even know when 4 o'clock is.
You gotta make sure shit's
I gotta be
ready.
there early as fuck.
Now here's the thing. That's my intellectual answer.
Yeah, what's the fun one?
My fun answer is a whip, a car. Think about back in the day.
A whip. I was like, no more time today.
No, think about this, bro. Have you ever rode on a horse? It sucks, dude.
No,
it's so uncomfortable. It's hard as hell. And then think about it like this. After horses, they had horse and buggies. Those buggies didn't have shocks, bro. So you're riding down the road wasn't a road. It was like a dirt patch.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to ride anywhere on a buggy.
Imagine if your wheel falls off. You can't really like replace the wooden wheel like that. You know what I mean?
And then bandits.
The bandits, mad.
And you're screwed. And then here's the thing. They invented the whip and everyone's just cruising. No seatbelts, nothing back in the day. Everyone's just flexing. I thought that was a great invention, bro.
When I am whipping around, I do feel like I am an eagle, if you will, It's a crazy invention, the car. And what's crazy, too? The horsepower thing. Like, it's 500 horsepower. And I always, in my head, imagine, like, a piece of metal being lugged around by 500 horses at once.
Yo, imagine a car salesman pulling up, rubbing the hood like, this baby has the power of 500 horses.
That's what I would say. I'd be in there mad dramatic every single time.
That would be a lot of horses. A lot of horses, a lot of power.
A lot of power, bro. You could fucking dip.
Yeah, that'd be nuts, bro.
Dude, the whip is Henry Ford, shout out to him. Shout out to those early founders. How long has the Rolls Royce been around?
Oh,
a long time.
A minute.
Rolls Royce?
Tommy Shelby's whipping a Rolls Royce.
I want to say the 20s or 30s.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
1904 is when
Chris.
Well, it says
the Rolls Royce was in 1904. Wow,
that was when the first motor car was built, but the business had been started a little earlier.
Wow.
Than that.
So
Rolls Royce story on Martha's Vineyard at the hotel I was working at.
Yeah,
the boss had a 1956 Rolls Royce Silver Cloud as a courtesy car to guests, and it was an old British military captain's car. So the steering wheel was on the right side.
Ooh.
No seatbelts. Had a tray for your whiskey, like your an ashtray and shit like that. Just absolutely incredible. So I'd always
got the picture right there for you.
Did you get to drive it?
Yeah.
That's
we got to drive it. I'll try to find an actual picture of like the one that he has. But yeah, we drove it. It was $20. The cost of it for guests was free, but $20 at least tipped to me.
Right.
So I was getting $20 to drive people around the island in this sick ass car. But most people who were doing that, they wanted to live in luxury. Like they were tipped like $50, $100, and
Yeah.
like I would dress the part. I'd wear a suit. I would wear a little cap,
scally.
and then you got me just waiting for you. Like, hey,
Wow.
welcome to the vineyard. You know.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You know what? I'm gonna put it in my
Wow.
2 weeks Shlomo because I think I have a new career option. Yo, that's like a dream, bro. Imagine
how
that.
are ya?
That was
I'd have
sick,
the leather
dude.
gloves and shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, after you, madam, and then take the umbrella out of the door for him and shit. Wow,
Yo.
that's fucking sick, dude.
Epic.
That is the most epic shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, I bet you I can just look it up. Courtesy.
We spoke about jobs on the morning show the other day. That's an ill job to have.
That is. That's honestly one of the better ones that I've ever heard of. But
That
yeah.
was a good summer. I mean, I was given tours off the vineyard to begin with, but then like working, it was out of the hotel, so I was working a bit of both, and it was dope, dude. My other boss, Caleb, had the Rolls Royce, which was his first Rolls Royce, and then he had a Ferrari, which was his third Ferrari.
What?
And he was like, "Any of you drive stick?" And out of any of the drivers, I was like, "Yeah, I can." And he goes, "Anytime you want to use the Ferrari, just let me know. Like, there's
You
no
kidding
point
me?
in having one if you don't let your friends drive." And
Wow.
so I like he took me out to make sure I could drive it.
Yo, Jake doesn't know shit fucking
Yeah, that'd be me.
burn
Yeah,
the clutch.
Once he was like, "Yeah, you got it." Like some days I'd be like, "Hey, I'm off today. Can I just take it?" And he'd be like, "Yeah." And I'm flying around the island, and it was sweet. But this is a picture.
Oh my
This
god.
guy's living like Ferris Bueller over
This
there.
was-
Right?
This was
That's fucking sick.
Dude, I peaked just a couple years ago. Now it's a come down.
The right. Come down.
Sorry, here's the mic.
Oh
Nah, it's
man,
just-
hopping
yeah.
in the Rari.
Shout out the Rolls.
Yeah, that's Chris and I share a very similar
I was gonna say,
dream.
you two are always posting stories of the Rolls Royces.
I appreciate it. Like I would love to have. I think if I had
Yeah.
the money for like a nice car, it would be a Rolls.
That's the thing. I think I posted a story a couple months ago. I said, the day you see me riding through QP, Quincy Point, in a Rolls Royce, just know that anything is possible. Cause dude, that's like a
Anything's
dream. Like I
possible,
want to,
yeah.
obviously, I want to ride that shit. And you know, Mero from Jesus and Mero, he put up a story. Was like, yeah, my accountant, like me. It was a picture of an angry dude, like me, when my accountant tells me that buying a Rolls Royce is just an absolute terrible business move, and I should be planning for my kids' college funds.
Yeah.
You're like, give me
Like,
it.
fuck
Give
it,
me
Yeah.
the keys.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why not?
Dude,
You know
they're
what I'm saying?
so nice. They're so
That's a
nice.
good
They got to be the
invention.
nicest cars on the road, I think.
Handmade.
I don't know. Speaking of good inventions, I'm going with I want a
Yeah.
Tesla.
Back to it.
Tesla's a
Oof.
great invention, man.
Yeah.
I want the electric, or even not specifically Tesla, just any electric whip. I want an electric car. Why not?
All right.
You know, an electric car.
Hybrid
We gotta
respect
start. We gotta start thinking about environmental inventions. To save
Well, here's
our
the thing.
planet.
How about you combine your idea with that idea? Get a car that you can just like shit in the back and then it powers
Imagine,
itself.
bro, that'd be crazy.
Full circle,
It
dude.
would stink.
I've never
There you
been-
go.
Oh man, it would stink. But hey, open the windows, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. No, that'd
Just
be fucking
shovel
lit.
horse manure in the car.
Keep a bag of it in the trunk. Oh
be so
man.
fucking
Well, on
funny.
that note, if you guys have any inventions that you think are the greatest of all time, or if you invented anything, please let me know. We would love to maybe do a product review on the morning show. Who knows?
Definitely.
Who knows?
Send, and there's I saw there's a Grav company out there that makes Grav bongs, so if they're, we'll tag them in the comments. Hopefully they'll send us some products.
That would be fire. Well,
Need it.
until next time, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.